Umano.
Okay.
After 3 hours of setup, we are now live. And
So let's talk about hair.
talk about hair. Oh,
Yeah.
God. So
Will
we're
you
going to...
hand me my soda?
I'll hand you your soda, your ginger beer.
Yeah.
What about hair?
You ever think about growing a mullet?
I kind of already have one started right now.
No, you don't.
Look at this. Look at how bad my neck
hair's
hair is.
Twice as long as yours.
Yeah, because...
You're gonna have to warn me if I'm off the mic too. By the
Okay.
way.
Yeah, you're good. You're fine.
Ooh, that is sweet.
Sweet old ginger beer.
Spraysher ginger beer.
Spraysher.
It's so old it had dust all over it,
9.
but it's pretty good.
Where do you get it? Germany?
No idea.
Oh.
Don't know where it came from.
That looks German.
But anyway, hair.
Hair.
Would you ever get a perm? How do you feel about that?
I think that's out of the... I think that's not trendy anymore.
Not trendy anymore?
No.
Well, I mean, everything comes back around.
It's true. I don't think I'd ever get a perm. I don't
No.
think my girlfriend would let me. She'd be like, I didn't date you for that.
A perm is like super, super tight curls, right?
Yes. Like
Okay.
it's... I could probably pull up a photo of my grandma. She has a perm.
But if you had if you had a mullet and you got a perm,
Oh my gosh.
that
I
would
don't-
look better.
I don't know how I'd feel about that. Are you gonna do a mullet and perm? I think you
Well,
should. You got the hair
I
for it.
tend to fall into the mullet
Mhm.
every cycle. I get a haircut about once a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Just once a year?
Yeah.
I've been growing for 3 months now, and I'm like, this is the longest it's ever been.
Really?
Yes, it's getting so bad.
That's crazy. Let's see it.
Hold on, I gotta take off the headphones here. All right.
I don't
for the
think
big reveal.
I don't think I've ever seen your hair like this.
This is real. This is the longest it's ever been. I have really bad hat hair. I wore a hat today because I didn't want to do it. But look at how thick. Like it takes. Like
you look like a
normally-
different person. I'm not even
You should
kidding.
see when I like put my hair all the way down like this. I look like just I don't know. It's
You
not
look like
it.
you're in a basement somewhere doing a podcast or something.
I was okay. This is like the hair that I had during COVID and quarantine. I just had the longest hair, and it was like it just does not.
Why
look
don't you
good.
grow it out? Do it.
Because
Just grow it back
this-
and slick it.
I have
Put
the
some-
I have the thickest hair, like just super thick,
Mm-hmm.
and I cannot like. I literally in the morning now every morning I have to basically almost put my head under a faucet.
Oh,
just
that's
to
what I
get it
do.
to- really?
Yeah, I mean that's the easiest way of going about things.
Like normally I could just cup a little bit of water, toss it on,
Right.
whatever. Now I have to basically dunk my hair,
Mm-hmm.
get it completely, and I'm like starting to think I need to shower in the morning. But
I just don't like the feeling of really short hair. Like when I rub my hand through my hair, I hate that feeling of super, super short hair.
I cannot. I like short hair. It's easier for me to style and stuff, and I don't like now. It's getting so long that I don't know how to style it at all because it's too long. I've never had this
What do
long
you-
of hair before.
You just kind of put it
I
back
just
or something.
put it back like
Do you use product?
yes.
What
I
do you use?
A lot of gel,
Like
Axe
gel. Gel. Okay.
That's
I
all
use the clay, the like pomade.
pomade. Okay.
Sorry, I got
Yeah,
burps.
you're good. Yeah, I always just use my own. I always just use gel. It's usually pretty easy with shorter hair, but with this stuff, like I probably grab just a whole couple fingers full and just slab it over. I feel like with this hair, I could probably do like pull it back,
Yeah.
like old school, like 50s.
You should.
Yeah.
You should switch it up. Try it.
Should I wear? I mean,
before you get a
I'm
haircut.
getting a haircut tomorrow, so
Yeah, you should just get like some really matte, thick gel and just slick it back.
I figured.
Like you can see the comb lines.
I
what
know.
I'm talking
The
about?
other day I was thinking I should get a comb because if I didn't,
You don't have a comb?
Not really.
Oh,
I usually just style with my hands.
Oh.
But
simplicity.
have you ever thought about shaving your mustache?
Yeah, but the thought didn't last very long. It's come in and out.
Yeah.
The thought.
The other day, somebody told me that I looked good with my beard. The next day, I shaved it because I hate how
Really?
my beard comes in. It always is this like it's fine right now, like it's okay now.
Yeah.
But as soon as it gets to a point, it starts to get so like it doesn't it's patchy, not completely patchy. It fills in pretty good, but it just does not look right.
Yeah, it's not thick enough.
No, it's not thick enough.
Right. Yeah, that's
I
kind of.
need to just glue some hair from my head.
Well, and the camera doesn't help much either, because
No.
I notice like it really gives me like
It gives you kind of like a
like
little
a
bit
goatee-ish bottom of the goatee. Or I should do it in this camera probably. Right there.
Yeah.
So it's spring break.
Mm-hmm.
Doing anything fun?
No,
No.
I'm doing a podcast.
No. Do you know anybody that like went spring breaking?
There's a lot of people that went spring breaking that I know of.
I don't know anybody that actually like goes anywhere.
I saw people that went to Colorado. I saw people that went out out that way. I saw people in Cali and
Right.
Florida. I think somebody even went to I think there was somebody going to Europe.
That's
I
not
don't know.
spring breaking. I thought
No.
spring breaking was like
Going
to Mexico
There
or
are a couple
Florida.
people that I know that went to Mexico too.
'Cause this was right around the time when COVID started. And do you remember that was a big deal with
I know,
COVID
I had-
was the spring breakers?
Yesterday I had a memory of
Like in your head?
no, like a memory on Snapchat
Oh.
pop up of
Mhm.
like my last day that I had before I was quarantined for 10 weeks. The last day that I went out, and I went and explored a abandoned house up north a little bit with some people, took some photographs.
Oh yeah, I think you told me about
Yeah,
that.
that was a long time ago.
Took some photographs.
And that was the last thing that I did before I was locked down.
Yeah, you were quite locked down too, weren't you?
You know what's funny though too is at least I went out with a bang because the night before we got kicked out of college for COVID, it was our spring break. It was going to be our spring break week anyways, but we had extended spring break for 2 weeks. The night before I went out clubbing, and my
that's good.
parents are like, "Do not go clubbing. There's this thing called COVID that's spreading around. You might get it." I'm like, "Nah, I'll be fine." And then I felt sick like that whole spring break.
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually had it, if I was just
Reading into things.
yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it's weird how long ago that feels like.
Oh, I know.
It's
been 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years, and even though that's only like 3 years ago,
Yep.
it still feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, I know when I look at videos and stuff, because they're all coming out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is when it started 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like crazy to think like, whoa, like that we just went through that recently.
You know what's funny too is like looking back like with my quarantine, like were you ever really quarantined at all? No.
No.
I was kind of like out of everybody that I knew, I was quarantined the hardest. Not because of my choice, it was because of my parents, but I would sit like that was when my hair got the longest too. I had a huge beard. I hadn't shaved in forever.
Yep.
I had just this horrible hairdo, and what did I do? All I did was play Call of Duty with the boys online and drink White Claws because that was the only thing that
That's
I
what
liked.
everyone did though.
It's the only thing that
I mean-
I had a White Claw pyramid in my room.
Nice.
Like after I finished a White Claw, I probably should have rinsed it out. Didn't rinse it out, just
That's
tossed
all
it on there. I probably had
Who cares?
30 cans. Yeah. But yeah, that was the only thing I liked back then. Big IPA
White Claw.
guy.
I can't do seltzers
I can't
at
do
all.
seltzers anymore. I don't
I think
like
they're
them.
gross. I'm just beer.
Yeah.
Beer is beer.
Yeah.
Beer is beer.
Beer is beer.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it was just a crazy time, and now we're
we're
just starting out life now, and what?
I don't know.
One thing I was thinking about is
You can restart that timer too because they
can I?
reset.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll just start it over then.
Yeah.
One thing I was thinking about too is with the pandemic and everything like that, one thing that came out of that everyone kind of overlooked was like the U.S. government confirming UFOs. Do you remember that?
Oh, we're gonna go into this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You want to
Yeah.
talk about TV shows? I got nothing on my
Okay,
plate on that.
yeah.
All I watch is South Park.
I tried to watch South Park just the other day, and I don't know. It's probably because the first couple seasons are probably super low budget and stuff.
Yeah. It's hard to watch the first couple.
Is
like
it?
The first,
Okay.
I remember I watched the first episode the other day, and I'm like, boy,
It's
this has
so
changed.
like simple and not detailed at all.
Yeah, because it's like because they were using like paper like animation basically,
Right.
so they were just stop motion.
Which they're still there.
They are, but it's a lot more. It's a lot easier now with their things. But I don't know. I enjoy it.
I don't know. I just can't get into it. I can't get into the animation style. That's my biggest thing, honestly.
Which is weird because you're a big Family Guy.
I'm a big Family Guy.
Yeah, or a big Family Guy fan.
Yeah, I like Family Guy.
You like Family Guy.
Yeah, I
Do
don't
you
like
The
American
Simpsons?
Dad. I don't like The Simpsons.
You don't
I
like The
only
Simpsons?
like Family
I
Guy.
only like Family Guy.
Yeah,
What
that's
about
pretty
like?
much it. Which honestly, Family Guy's getting to the point where it's getting a little old now.
Yeah,
They're running out of ideas, and you can,
Well, yeah,
definitely tell. It's been on for so long.
it's funny how like South Park too, it like makes fun of Family Guy. Like I don't know if you ever have seen those, like where they like there was an episode where Cartman was trying to get into the writers of Family Guy because they were showing they had shown Muhammad on air or something like that.
Okay. Family Guy did?
Family Guy did on South Park. So like they didn't actually.
Yeah.
But the writers for Family Guy is just a bunch of manatees in a tank that grab like little balls that have ideas in them, put them to another spot, and then it spits out just a random like punchline. It's just I don't know. It's just,
I don't know. I don't know either.
I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain without like watching it. You know.
Yeah. So the UFO thing is like, honestly, I think we're at the point now. Like, you know how the argument's always been like, the government, if they did find it, like UFOs or whatever, they wouldn't tell anybody. I think we're past that.
Yeah.
I honestly think if they found like an actual like UFO and they have no idea what it is, I think if they told us, it would literally go through the news one day, and then the next day it'd be something stupid on the news, something
Something
else.
Yeah.
It would just pass by like, and everyone would just accept it. Like it's
that was the thing. What happened with 2020? They released something about UFOs, and no one was talking about it because it was just like we had other things on our plate.
Right.
Were you the one telling me about how the government is about to declassify the origins of COVID? Oh, I had heard from somebody that
no, but they've pretty much put it out there that it's the lab theory.
Yeah.
It's not a theory anymore. It's kind of proven, which is so funny. Isn't that funny? Like you would get like if you ever mention that on like Instagram or whatever, they would try to delete that.
Yeah.
And get rid of you, cancel you kind of deal.
It is weird, but
it's not weird at all. It's just that's how things work.
Yeah.
It's super political.
Yeah. But no, I saw a video today of just someone on TikTok like showing a video of a semi hauling like this weird shaped it kind of looked like a UFO, but like it was in broad daylight, and there was like the comments are like, why would the U.S. government be hauling a UFO in broad daylight with no security around it? There's no way that's a UFO. And it was a depiction one, like where it's like what everybody thinks a UFO looks like, where it's that little sphere thing that
a disc.
It's a disc,
right?
Yeah. It's not like something that could actually be relevant.
What really cracks me up? Do you ever see like the conspiracy theory TikToks? Like I saw one that really cracked me up the other day.
What was that?
Like this guy was all in on. There was a video of 2 moons. It was like, come on, guy.
I've watched a lot of conspiracy videos on YouTube, which are kind of funny. Like one that talked about how we haven't been back on the moon because there's aliens living on the moon that didn't want us there, and that's the reason why haven't gone back there.
That's tough. You don't believe we went to the moon though, right?
Do you believe we didn't go to
I
the moon?
I do believe we went to the moon.
I believe we went to the moon.
Oh, okay. I thought you were all in
I'd
on
like
that.
us to go back.
But you don't believe in the sun.
I don't believe in the sun.
Okay.
I believe that that is just a big LED light
Yeah.
in our sky that slowly rotates.
Right.
And the only reason that we're no.
Should we break down the flat Earth theory right now?
Should we? We should.
What is that all about?
So the flat Earth theory is essentially a
In
theory
your
about.
okay, before we begin here,
Mhm.
you need to convince me that the Earth is flat.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay. Well, let's
And I'll convince you that the moon isn't real,
let me
or
call-
that we never went to the moon.
Let me call up my friend Kyrie Irving, and he'll explain to you. What
Oh, is he all in on that?
He's all in, on, or at
Okay.
least he was.
Oh yeah,
back
he's
in
like
the day.
the most famous person for that, isn't he?
I think so.
For the flat Earth
Yeah.
theory.
At the time, I don't know if he still believes it or not, or if he just is like hush about it because he doesn't want to
Right. Yeah.
bring it back out. I'm more of a. I think I would. I feel like I'd be more convinced that there's a hollow Earth than a
Is that a
flat
theory?
Earth. That is a theory.
Never heard that one.
Where
There's
that,
dinosaurs under there.
I don't know if it's dinosaurs or extraterrestrial
Oh,
underneath
okay.
the Earth because like they talk about like how it's you're not able to fly over Antarctica and like the North Pole, the very like the two poles, and like they talk about as if, oh no, it just got darker in here.
Hold on, I'll just fix it right now.
Okay, do you want me to keep talking? So basically, the hollow Earth theory is where the either the U.S. government or some sort of higher government is guarding the access points to the flat Earth, or not the flat Earth, the hollow Earth, which is like a hole that's at the top of and the bottom of the Earth, and the very much northern part of Earth, and then very much southern.
So there's a big hole on top.
Yep, and it leads down into the hollow Earth, which
I wonder how big it is in there.
probably pretty big because the Earth is pretty large.
Yeah.
But I also don't understand gravity then because
It'd be pretty. Yeah, it'd be pretty heavy,
hard.
wouldn't it?
yeah,
Or no, it wouldn't be because the
You-
core of the Earth is what makes gravity.
The one thing
the
too though
mass
is
of
like
the Earth.
we think we know what is inside our Earth, but we really don't. Like people haven't really figured out like what's at the core. Like
Yeah,
because
that's
we haven't been able to drill down that far.
that's
'cause
coming
it just
out.
gets up so quick.
That's coming out lately. I've heard that. That they're just like now starting to discover like we might have more layers than we thought.
Yeah.
Like
Which
you've
is
probably
weird.
seen it.
Yeah, I've seen that too, which is interesting because like as in school we were taught like this is this layer,
Yeah,
this
what
is
is
the
it?
bedrock, this
We
is
have-
the
We have core, inner mantle,
yep,
mantle, crust. Right?
yeah.
Am I missing one?
Maybe outer mantle.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, but it's
I
like
honestly don't
it's
know.
just it's interesting because like that's what we were taught as kids, and it was
Mm-hmm.
pretty. It seemed like it was pretty much like fact, and now they're just coming out and like being like, we don't
Right.
actually know if that's true or not. Like it could be something completely different.
Do you ever think that just made me think like do you ever think about how much like even for us cuz we're relatively fresh out of like even high school and elementary and stuff, we're pretty young.
Yeah,
How much has changed in the textbooks that we used to
I'm curious on what like
read and learn about?
I'm curious about like what the updated textbooks with like the pandemic, like things like that. That's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
in
that'll be
textbooks.
crazy.
Um,
History classes.
history classes is gonna be like we're part of history.
Although
now.
I don't really remember learning about like pandemics and epidemics.
What about the Black Death?
Yeah, I guess,
We
but that
learned
was
about that.
a lot worse than COVID.
Yeah,
Like
because
way worse.
because they didn't have the medical technologies that
Right.
we have.
Didn't that like kill 2/3 of the Earth?
Oh, I don't know if it was 2/3, but it was
A third?
lot, maybe
It was
third.
something like that,
Yeah, it
or
was
maybe
something absurd.
2/3 in Europe or something.
Yeah, it was insane.
That would not be fun
No.
to be around.
Yeah.
And that's where those big like funky masks came from.
Yeah, the big like
They used to put
the
like
big crow
rosemary or
ones.
something inside of them because they thought that would.
Yeah,
I don't know. We're getting way off.
yeah, I know.
Where were we? We
I
were
don't know.
talking
We were
about.
talking about
Oh,
hollow
flat Earth.
Flat Earth. Okay,
Let's
so
go
I
back
gotta,
to that.
I gotta convince you that the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do you have notes?
I don't have notes. I'm just gonna
Okay,
go off the top of my
you
head.
pull up notes quick.
Okay.
Either on your phone.
Hold on.
I
Let me
won't. I won't.
let me look up.
Quickly because we only have a few minutes. But Well, I
can't
probably
even
shouldn't
type.
say that because we can keep going as long as we want. But
We only have a couple minutes to keep the.
yeah. So, see, I just don't think the Earth is flat, and I know you do. Which is, you know what? We should have gone into this podcast, and you should have just like gone all in on the Earth being flat, and just make people think that you believe the Earth is flat.
That would be funny.
And I could do the same thing with some other crazy, wild conspiracy theory.
All right.
All right, let's hear them.
So,
Lecture
it's just
me.
an article.
Lecture me. How flat is the Earth?
Pretty flat. It's a little round. Like it's kind of like a. So like, why people think the Earth is round?
Is it like
It's kind of like a.
Like
It's a
domed?
little. It's kind of like an oval-y kind of.
It's like if you picked up a little pancake in the center with a string and it kind of like flattened over the edges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why people think when they're flying in the air, they see like that curvature of the world.
Right.
Because it is
Okay.
a little bit curved, but it's not completely round.
Yeah.
And like Google Earth, that's just
Mm-hmm.
a fabricated software. That's like AI just depicting it as if the Earth
Right.
is. So it's not
It's kind of
actually-
like how my understanding of how you're saying it is like they put a globe, quote unquote, because the Earth is round, quote unquote.
Mhm.
I think I'm getting all in with you here for a second.
Yeah.
So they put the globe on a flat map, but this is backwards. They put the flat Earth on a globe. Right? Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. You've studied this a lot more than I have.
Yeah. I'm going to my most trusty website
Reddit.
called Reddit.
Should we start a Reddit channel or page or tag or whatever they call them?
Like
Thread.
a thread.
Thread. Is that what they're called?
Oh no, I can't reach it. Okay, flat Earth bots. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. Did the camera die?
No. I don't think so.
See, okay, here's the thing though.
Hold on.
It hasn't been that long. All the Reddits that I'm trying to get to have been taken down because the government doesn't want them to see.
Yeah, we're not even recording.
Oh no. Well, I guess we got these two cameras yet. We're just kind of to flip back and forth, you know. Oh no.
That's why it did that.
Big poopy flat Earth Society. Here we go. From Twitter.
I'm just going to restart this and we'll just use these two cameras.
Okay.
Whatever we missed.
Oh, there's a whole thread here.
So you can keep talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking. So, Flat Earth Society is actually a checkmarked thing, on Twitter. Yeah, it's verified, so that's pretty big. Here's one. Every flat earther is a formal globber, but no globar is a former flat earther. We were all indoctrinated into believing that living on a ball until we tried to debunk the flat earth by doing extensive research and finding out the truth about our realm. What finally woke you up? NFP woke you up because, oh, there's a video about how it's a flat earth.
We can't do videos.
Huh?
We can't do videos.
I know. I'm just looking. So
Shut my camera off.
you know what's crazy though too is the crazy thing is you know like all the famous people that have flown around the world like Amelia Earhart and things like that. She didn't crash land into the ocean. She crash landed off the face of the earth because she fell off the earth. Doo doo doo. I don't know what that sound is, but God, I could not do a podcast by myself. This is really bad.
You're still rolling.
I'm still going. I'm still talking here. God, this is. You know, I'm starting to turn into a flat earther just reading through this Flat Earth Society Twitter page. Well,
This is what we get for not having one extra person.
I know. Hey, you know who is also a flat earther? Shaquille O'Neal.
No.
This is his quote. I don't know if this is completely made up, but
I need to get off Reddit right now.
I'm not on Reddit.
Okay.
I'm on Twitter,
Okay.
which is
better.
verified information. Shaq says it's true. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. So listen, I drove from coast to coast, and this bleep is flat to me. I'm just saying. I drive from Florida to California all the time, and it's flat to me. I do not go up and down at a 360-degree angle. And all that stuff about gravity. Have you looked outside Atlanta lately and seen all these buildings? You mean to tell me that China is under us? It's not true. The world is flat.
Now, I don't want to criticize anything.
Mm-hmm. This is coming from Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know if he's actually a doctor.
Not a doctor.
There's no
I don't
way.
think.
He's
Yeah, I think that might be not so accurate.
I think it is accurate because it's coming from Flat Earth Society on Twitter,
Oh.
who is a verified account.
Yeah,
so
I would believe it.
It's gotta be right.
I mean, okay, so what do they got? Do they have some talking points here about why the Earth is flat? We're still playing this game.
I don't know. It's just
Doing
talking a
this.
lot about aeroplanes. Contagious people flew between different places on Earth. Christ, what? If the world, okay, this is coming from a guy that had a question about the Earth being flat. If the world is flat, how come COVID started in Asia, then traveled to Europe and Africa, and then to America? I don't really know why this guy asked this question because it's just a virus.
Wouldn't that be the same either way?
And Flat Earth Society just said airplanes.
I mean, I guess airplanes, but
I guess.
but wouldn't it just? I don't even understand why the guy asked the question. You don't need to.
What is this?
You've never seen that before?
No.
Oh my god, that's such an old meme.
I've never seen that before.
Okay, yeah, well, that we can't show the viewers that.
I know.
So,
I mean, everybody believes that the Earth is flat, and even including.
can we?
Drop this now, or
Yeah,
okay? I don't know what else.
we were on a run there.
I don't know what else to talk about for flat Earth. Basically, it's just we're like on a pancake that's lifted up a little bit, and then it's just
Right.
It's like a kind of curve.
So the sun is in the center,
and we are the ones. Yeah. So that's the thing too. People always talked about when back in the day that the Earth was the center of the universe, and it is with the flat Earth, because in order for the sun to work.
the center of the universe or center of our solar system.
Solar system. Because the sun goes over rotates around us. It goes around us because it flies over.
So wouldn't it? Wait. Wouldn't it like
like
if there's a disc?
Yeah.
Hold this. Hold your hand out. Like okay.
Uh-huh.
Hold this.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the sun move like? I'll do it.
Okay.
Wouldn't the sun move like that? Not over the
No.
back, because there's always sun somewhere on Earth.
That's where you're wrong.
So the sun
That's
just
where you're
disappears
wrong.
for a while.
So this is America, right?
Yeah,
This is
I don't think.
Africa and China.
Okay,
And the sun comes up.
I think I might
and
know a
it
little
hits
more
this,
than
and it flips over like this, and like this whole part here, this top part here.
right. Yeah,
You see this right here?
So
you just flip gravity. Like if
you're more
if
into
you
like
stand right
cylinder Earth. Because
I don't even know. At this
I think I
point.
know more about flat Earth than you do.
No. This
I'm
is
pretty sure.
This is cylinder Earth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we are, North America,
Yeah.
right? This is South America. No, not South America. Asia, right? Right on this other side where the nutrients, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here's the other camera. I'm sorry. I'm not used to other cameras. So the sun goes like this. It moves around us but there's this hollow Earth part.
Oh
where
yeah, I see.
yeah.
Okay.
Here's the hole right
New
here.
theory. New theory.
It's not a flat Earth. It's a hollow Earth. And it just the sun
Cylinder.
just goes down inside and then heats up everything when everybody's dark.
That doesn't. Okay.
And that's why it's hot down there.
But wouldn't you think, because the sun doesn't just go away, the moon does, doesn't it? No. Oh, because we can't
But
see
here's
it.
the other thing too. Does the moon really ever leave? Because sometimes you see it in the middle of the day. Do you see it on the other side of the world?
Okay,
There's another question right there.
You kind of scared me there for a second
because you see the moon sometimes in the middle of the day, right?
Yeah.
Just randomly, just chilling,
Uh-huh.
having a little fun
Yeah.
with the sun, just slipping into those, I don't know, slipping
Okay.
into the DMs, of the sky. But
All right.
when other people are at night, do they see the moon on the other side though? But we see the moon when it's daylight. So
Yeah, but we don't always
two
see the moon.
There's two moons.
Okay. We're making one
This
compilation
is just, oh my God.
of theories here. But
We need to go on Joe Rogan.
so what moon did they land on?
The second one.
The second. What's the first one? And how do you tell them apart?
You don't.
Are they identical?
They're
Are they twin
identical.
moons?
That's the thing. And that's why this. Okay, but there has to be two moons because the ocean is always getting pulled by the moon. But sometimes the moon isn't
Yeah.
where the ocean is.
Mm-hmm.
So how is the waves? I don't know where I'm going with this. But
You know what
I
is
mean?
actually like, okay, jokes aside, what's
Mm-hmm.
super interesting is that the moon is exactly the same size as the sun in the sky, like during an eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
The moon blocks out the sun
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of weird?
You know what's also kind of weird? Apparently the moon is inching away from us.
I thought it was getting closer.
No, it's getting away. It's
getting further. Yeah, you're right.
Further away. If it
Have
was
you ever
getting
seen
closer-
Moonfall?
No. What's
Okay,
this
we're
about
going to
movie?
talk about movies here for a
Okay.
second. It is the cringy. I think it came out like this past fall, like 2022, late fall, late year. It's very not good.
Not good.
I thought it was because it was like the sci-fi, like, oh, the moon's like slowly inching toward Earth or whatever, and I think, oh, that's pretty interesting. Like, it's kind of a unique idea. But it just ends up to be aliens inside the moon.
Okay, here's another theory. The moon is not. It's an artificial moon. It's actually alien satellite.
You're describing this movie
I
right
know.
now.
Yep.
You've seen it.
And the reason why it's inching farther away is because they don't want to talk to us anymore because we're getting so technological. I feel like I'm that kid. You know that
Yeah.
meme where it's that kid's like, like the time when like like
That's our whole podcast.
that's always our podcast. One more thing to wrap up with the flat Earth. So here's the ultimate reason why the Earth is flat. So you know how when you're playing Fortnite, it's just a flat
Okay.
map.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a flat map,
We're
right?
getting into it. Yep.
Yep. So and the sun comes up and the sun goes down under the.
Does it?
Yeah,
Does
it
the sun ever go down?
Yes, it's dark. It's nighttime sometimes there.
Is
It's
it?
also rainy now in the new season.
Yeah, in the city,
Yeah,
which is kind of a cool little
It is a
thing.
cool- it is
I wish
cool.
they'd do it on the whole map though.
yeah, that'd be sick.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Okay.
Just floated down.
So the map is flat, but that's a chunk of wherever it came from.
It's true.
So
But now
is
if
the
you-
Earth a chunk?
Yeah. Oh. But also, if you look at Minecraft,
Okay.
Minecraft is not a globe. Minecraft
That is a
flat.
massive flat
It is
Earth.
Big flat.
Yeah,
Big
that's true.
flatty.
Yeah. Unless you have like mods on it,
Yeah.
you can make it
And then,
round.
then you can make it round, but it looks weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't look Minecrafty.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't look normal.
Blocky.
Do.
Maybe we should do an episode where we travel to the edge of the flat of the Earth.
That would take so long.
Edge of the
We'd
flat
have
of the
to do
Earth.
that. Oh, in real life or in Minecraft?
In real life.
Oh, I was thinking
No.
Minecraft.
No.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think it would take us a lot longer in the
It'd
game.
be a lot more expensive in real life.
Yeah, but it would take us a lot longer.
We'll
in the
take a
game.
boat.
Just a little
Just a
paddle
little
boat.
wooden boat with
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
We got to just get on some ice and just do. No.
So where are we at? So we're at cylinder Earth, but also hollow Earth.
Yep.
Have you heard the theory? So did you know during, I think it was right before World War II,
Mhm.
the Nazis actually thought, and this is all off my brain, so I could be wrong. So don't
Mhm.
judge me if I'm wrong. They thought the Earth we're inside. They thought we were inside the globe of Earth.
Oh.
So they started pointing telescopes up in the air because they thought they could see the United States and the other side of Europe. Because it makes sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you ever,
yeah.
Halo,
Yeah.
the game
Where
Halo,
it's
where it's inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they thought we were in a globe, and the sun was in the center.
Where
Which
would the
I don't
sun
know how
go?
that moved. I don't know how that works because the sun would just stay right in the middle the whole time because you'd be rotating
It just
around.
turns off. Like a
But maybe
light
like
bulb.
maybe the sun would like do that little thing
Could.
or move that way.
Just turns off randomly.
Yeah,
Just turns off like a light
like
bulb.
a light switch. Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't see anything when I was visiting Germany that had
I
any
wouldn't
depictions of that,
think you
but
would, because
that's cool.
didn't they like burn all that and don't talk about any of that?
They kind of took down a lot.
Yeah, that would make
But-
sense. I probably would too.
Yeah. Yeah, just forget about past.
I thought that was an interesting.
That is
little,
interesting.
little thing though.
Did you ever hear about the conspiracy theory about how dogs aren't actually dogs? That they're alien species
No.
spying on us
No,
to
that makes sense with cats. But you go on.
see the aliens turn into dogs because they know that everyone loves dogs and they're here to spy on us, just like the U.S. government is using pigeons to spy on
Pigeons,
us.
yeah, all birds. I've heard all birds, not just
Could be all
pigeons.
birds.
But pigeons are pretty clearly.
I actually have never heard
robots.
about the theory about aliens becoming dogs. That was
Okay.
totally just a made up.
Yeah,
one.
I've never heard that either.
I couldn't think of anything. What other conspiracies?
Well, the moon landing.
Moon landing.
How do you feel about that? Do you think it was propaganda?
Well, here's
the
deal.
Russians?
Yeah, it was definitely propaganda because
Oh, so you're going in. Okay, you're already in.
how could they have landed on the moon and not died? Because the moon is has a ton of radiation on it, and it's
Solar
like,
radiation. Yeah, because there's no atmosphere.
Yeah, it's like Chernobyl, but like worse.
Yeah.
And then just one little solar flare just wipes them out.
Right.
But they didn't get wiped out.
Well, that's the problem with going to Mars. That's one of the big problems is
They don't
like
have an
the
atmosphere.
trip there, they'd get so much solar radiation
That is a question
that they
though,
would
too,
die
is
by,
like,
because it'd take like 10 months or something to get to Mars.
my question is, does Jupiter actually have, or no, it's not Jupiter. Is it Jupiter or Saturn? What's the big gas giant? Is that both of them?
But
Do they have a
Saturn
solid
has the
ground?
rings.
Or
I
is
think
it
they
just-
don't know.
or is
I
it
don't
just
think
a-
they know.
Is it just a gassy?
I think it's gas, but it's so highly condensed. It's like a really thick cloud in the center. Or maybe it does. I don't think they know.
We should send somebody there, or send.
I think
something,
they sent a craft into it and it burned up before they could get information.
because the aliens are hiding there.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. The Martians
We're
have
gonna
moved to
We're
Jupiter.
gonna get flagged to YouTube because we're just making up the most random things.
No, we're not. We're not harming anybody.
No, we're just informing the little 11-year-olds that watch this.
Yeah.
How
Believe everything you
believe
hear.
everything you hear. You have to like zoom in on that
Yeah.
one when I'm just staring at the camera.
No, but I remember watching a moon conspiracy documentary. It was on Netflix. It wasn't a YouTube video, which is
Wow.
weird. It's kind of crazy.
Wow, big traction.
And that got me good actually for a while there. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I kind of did the same thing like the Joe Rogan
Mm-hmm.
route of things where he didn't really believe in the moon landing for the longest time. And then he thought about it for like 10 minutes, like really thought by himself. And he thought, you know what? Actually, it probably is real.
Did you hear about the new ocean in Africa?
No, I haven't heard about the new. Oh, I've heard about Atlantis in Africa.
That's a cool.
I don't think that's conspiracy theory though.
That's more.
I think
like,
that's history coming out.
yeah, about like the crater thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's super interesting. I can't believe
listened
it's
to
not more popular.
I listened to the Joe Rogan podcast that you were.
Oh, did
talking
you?
about that. Yeah,
It's pretty interesting.
it is interesting. So right now, apparently, Africa is gradually splitting into two
Yeah.
two different continents.
From where?
Between
Like,
it'll
like
be
vertical or horizontal?
split into two parts, resulting in landlocked countries such as Uganda and Zambia
I don't know where those
potentially
are on the
having their own coastlines in the future. This process is expected to occur over 2 years.
2 years.
No, a million years.
Okay,
Millions of
I
years.
was gonna say
It's not gonna.
that's
we're
not
gonna have it.
happening. That's not happening.
What's the new ocean name? I wanted to know because people were talking about how they're gonna name their kid the new.
They already have a name for the new ocean, and it's not here.
Yeah. We got nothing else to do in this.
I mean, I
world.
guess everyone does that. If I was, if I had a boy, I'd name it this. If I had a girl, I'd name it this. When you're like 6 years old in elementary school.
Great and new. What's it called though? I want to know what it's called. It's not coming up. What will the new? Oh yeah. Southern Ocean.
Isn't there already a Southern Ocean?
There
Don't
might
they?
be.
I mean, it's not an actual ocean. How many oceans are there? 5? Yeah. Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, Arctic,
There's something else too.
and Southern.
Southern.
Is it? No.
No, this one just came out. Is Africa witnessing a birth of new ocean? This is coming from National Geographic. Actually, no, it's coming from BBC.
I'm still stuck on the ocean thing. What
It's gonna
ocean
take
am I
about.
missing?
It's only gonna take
Is
about
it the
10
Southern?
mil- It's only gonna take about 10 million
Atlantic,
years.
Pacific.
Let me see if I can pull up an image to see where it would be located.
Pacific, Indian.
Oh,
Arctic
okay.
Ocean.
I see. So it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be just
Oh,
a huge
okay.
old like
Right.
instead of like this is normally connected to Africa.
So it's gonna be like a small part that breaks
it's,
off
yeah,
of Africa.
basically. It's just gonna be a
Okay.
big old river.
I gotta admit, I thought Zambia was on the other side of Africa.
You know, I did too. I didn't know where Zambia was.
Okay, look up oceans because I feel like I'm losing
Okay.
my mind here. Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, Arctic.
All
And Southern.
ocean names.
Give it to me. What do we got?
Okay, hold on. We're looking
There's
here.
5. Click on the 5 oceans one right there.
5 oceans.
Yeah. What do we got?
Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean,
There's one more. Southern.
Southern Ocean, which is going to be down
Yeah,
here.
okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, here's
So I was right.
Arctic.
Oh, that's 6 though.
Well, there's Atlantic and
Atlantic,
Pacific.
Arctic. Pacific's on both sides.
yeah.
I didn't read far enough.
There's 5. Indian
Okay.
Ocean, Arctic,
Okay.
Southern.
What's the largest island in the world? Sam, do you know this trivia? Without looking at the map. You're looking.
Antarctica.
No. Antarctica is a continent.
Oh.
You should have got that.
Australia.
No. That's also a continent.
This one right here. This little.
Madagascar?
Yeah,
No.
Madagascar.
It's Greenland.
Oh, is it Greenland? Is
Yeah.
Greenland really considered an island?
Yeah.
Interesting. It's about as big as Africa. I mean, not as
No.
Europe. It's pretty large.
Yeah.
Is that considered?
But it's like the Mercator projection or whatever. So Greenland looks a lot bigger on a map than on a globe. If that makes sense, because it's all stretched and. What is this?
I don't know. I just looked up my username on.
Okay, we're getting a little.
Yeah, I'm
sidetracked here.
bored now.
Well, do you have anything to plug or anything to say?
If you guys haven't already, check out our gaming channel. We have 1 episode up right now, but I
Yeah.
think we're starting.
Hey, are we gonna?
We probably should keep.
We're
going
gonna
with that.
scratch that one though.
Okay.
We're gonna start over.
Good idea.
I think we should go dip back into Fortnite too a little bit.
Yeah, we've been
Because
playing
I feel
a lot
like
of
that's. Well, maybe it's not more relevant than Minecraft, but
And then just wait for the new release for some of the NFP vlogs. We had one from last summer that I want to release still because I still think that was a pretty good one, the golf one. So look.
Is
for
that edited?
Yes, it's
Oh.
it's literally just sitting waiting to be on private.
Okay.
That and some other things too. So keep a lookout for this channel. You guys should really get us to 75 subscribers soon because pretty soon I'm not gonna have access to golf.
You what?
Nothing.
What? What does that have anything to do with it though?
Nothing. You know, I just
If you're not gonna have access, what? Can we talk about this for a second?
we still have a $50 gift card to Topgolf.
Oh yeah.
I might just keep that for myself.
Do you have it? Do you have it
I haven't
physically?
bought it. No,
You
I
haven't bought it yet.
one yet.
Okay.
I don't know when we're gonna get the 75 subs, so gotta probably.
Oh shoot! Yeah, is that
we gotta,
the number?
We gotta resurrect our social media.
Yeah.
That means me. I gotta do that.
We can get there.
Anyways, thanks for watching again. Click the like button at
sjcarpodcast
at
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Send us some ideas if you want to come on the podcast. Feel free.
We're still doing that.
We got a whole list of people that want to come on.
Yeah,
and we're
but
not
we're
letting
holding.
any of them.
We're holding
Because it's a high priority to get on here, but
Yeah.
you know, we also just want to have us too because
Right.
it's a lot easier to set up. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next episode.